Welcome back, friends. Today we're exploring one of the most fascinating questions in biblical history. Is there historical evidence for Moses, the great leader of Israel? Was he simply a legendary figure? Or do history and archaeology give us reasons to believe the story we read in the Bible? Let's dive in. Moses is one of the central figures in Scripture. Born in Egypt, raised in Pharaoh's household, called by God through a burning bush, he led the Israelites out of slavery, received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai, and guided the people for 40 years in the wilderness. But here's the challenge. Outside of the Bible, do we find Moses' name carved in stone or written on papyrus? Not directly. But, and this is important, the world Moses lived in leaves behind clues that line up with the biblical narrative. Scholars point to several pieces of evidence that help us situate Moses in history. 1. Egyptian context. The Bible describes Israel as slaves in Egypt, and archaeology confirms that Semitic peoples were present and enslaved there during the 2nd millennium BC. Egyptian records even mention groups of foreigners working on building projects, exactly what Exodus describes. 2. The name Moses. Did you know that Moses is an Egyptian name? In Egyptian, it means born of, or son of, like Thutmose, son of Thoth. This fits perfectly with the Bible's account of Moses being raised in Pharaoh's household. 3. Exodus echoes in Egyptian records. While Egypt didn't record defeats or embarrassments, like losing an army in the Red Sea, some documents, like the Ipuwer Papyrus, describe disasters striking Egypt, the river turning to blood, plagues, and chaos. Scholars debate the timing, but the parallels are fascinating. 4. The Sinai tradition. Archaeological evidence shows that Semitic peoples traveled through the Sinai wilderness in Moses' era. Inscriptions have even been found in Proto-Hebrew script, hinting at an emerging Israelite identity. But here's where faith and history meet. The Bible doesn't just present Moses as a historical leader. It presents him as God's chosen servant. In fact, the New Testament repeatedly points to Moses as a foreshadowing of Christ. Moses delivered Israel from slavery in Egypt. Jesus delivers us from slavery to sin. Moses gave the law. Jesus fulfills the law. So when we ask, is there evidence for Moses? We're really asking, can we trust the God who worked through Moses? And history and archaeology give us a resounding yes. The world of Exodus matches the world of history. Moses' story isn't just about ancient history. It's about hope, freedom, and God's power to rescue his people. Just as God heard the cries of Israel in bondage, he hears your prayers today. The story of Moses reminds us, our God is a deliverer. So, while archaeologists are still uncovering the sands of Egypt, the evidence we do have makes one thing clear. The Bible story of Moses fits the historical stage. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe for more Bible insights, and drop a comment. What part of Moses' story inspires you most? The burning bush, the Red Sea, or the 10 Commandments? I'd love to hear your thoughts.